I'm Debbie from Otter Babies, and I'm going to be talking about the Otter Blotters All-in-2 diapers and explaining a little bit about the features of the diapers and also how to use them. I designed the Otter Blotters diapers to have a front pocket that would cover the hook and loop fastening system, and this is because I wanted the diapers to have a fastening using hook and loop, but I didn't want the problems that can sometimes go along with having that kind of fastening system. One of the problems with having hook and loop is that the hook is a scratchy material and it can chafe and irritate your baby's skin if it comes in contact with it. So I didn't want that, and I also didn't want to have the problem of the hook tape getting all linty and dirty in the wash and snagging on everything else that it was washed with. And finally, I didn't want to have our babies taking off their own diapers. When babies get old enough, they soon figure out how to take off their diapers themselves, and the hook and loop closing diapers are very easy for them to just pull off and strip their diapers off. So having a front hook and loop that was covered by a pocket seemed to prevent a lot of those problems that went along with having hook and loop, but still allowed a nice snug fit when the diaper was fastened. So there's three styles of the Otter Blotters. This is the Otter Blotters multi-size all-in-2, and the multi-size cover comes in multiple sizes. Comes in small, medium, large, and extra large. It's nice because it provides a very trim-fitting cover. It's sized to fit a range of weights within each size, and then once your baby grows out of it, you do need to size up. But because it's intended for the various sizes, it is a very trim-fitting cover. So some of the features of this all-in-2 cover are, first of all, the front fastening pocket. It's sewn in place. It does not snap down like the other snap-down covers do, but it's a very simple fastening system, and it's not as tricky as it looks to fasten this diaper. I'll show you with the baby here. Just going to want to lay your baby on the diaper. And pull it across the baby's tummy. And then to close the right tab, you're just going to reach across with your right hand, pull it snug, open the pocket, and just sort of flip the tab into the pocket, and then it'll lock itself into place. You come around the left side with your left hand, hold it in place, open the pocket, and flip it into place. And that's very simple. To take the diaper off, you're going to reach a finger into this pocket, and then you can just pull the tab right out. There's loop tabs, adjustable loop, and there's a very easy place for you to pull your finger in and just unfasten it. To explain a little bit more about these loop tabs, the reason for the adjustable loop tabs on the side is because the front pocket makes the tabs kind of inaccessible to the middle. You can only get them in so far. So you just adjust the waist from this part, from the loop part, and you can make the tabs smaller or larger depending on how skinny or chubby your baby is. So this is actually the smallest setting here. And then you can just leave these tabs snapped in place. You don't have to keep unsnapping and snapping them. Some of the other features of this particular cover are that you can choose different fabrics with the cover. This is a minky cover. It's a print. And minky is a very, very soft fabric. It's wonderfully soft, really, to touch it. It's just incredibly soft. And picking up a baby with a minky covered bottom is really nice and very pettable. So there's the minky option for the outer fabric. There's also the supplex option. Supplex is a smooth fabric. It's not furry like the minky, but it makes a very nice outer because it's wrinkle resistant. It's very abrasion resistant. It's the type of fabric that's used for board shorts, so it's really intended to withstand a lot of abrasion. These type of supplex covers won't show the type of wear and tear that most conventional diaper covers will, and it resists the kind of abrasion that happens when your baby sits on the sidewalk outside or scoots along on their bottom. So there's the minky and the supplex outer fabrics. If you open up the diaper and look inside, the Otter Blotters diapers are made with double layered gussets on the side, and the gussets have the slippery side of the PUL facing out on both sides. There's 2 layers of PUL in them, and that just provides a nice sanitary surface that's easily wiped clean. It allows you to use your diapers or use the covers longer between changes. The multi-size covers have a wipe clean PUL area in the middle in the wet zone, and then there's 2 facings, a front facing and a back facing, and this is an older version of the cover, but the current versions have the facings made of athletic mesh, which is very lightweight, very cool. Moisture just runs right through it, wicks right through it, so that you can use the cover in multiple ways. If you want to use the cover with a pre-fold, you can just fold your pre-fold diaper into thirds. This is a bamboo pre-fold, it's very absorbent. And then you can just lay your pre-fold into your cover, putting it behind these athletic mesh facings, and you don't need to use pins. You can also use a flushable insert this way. Another way that you can use the cover is with a snap-in insert. And Otter Babies makes 2 kinds of snap-in inserts. We have the Econo Pad, which is a very simple insert. It's just 2 pieces of fabric that are sewn together at each end, and each piece consists of 3 layers. There's a bamboo fleece layer, a hidden hemp fleece layer, and a bamboo terry layer on the back, and then the pieces are serged around the edges and sewn together, and then it has a front snap and a back snap, and then you can just snap in this absorbent insert and it's very simple and easy to use, and it's quite economical. You can probably get away with using 2 or 3 of the inserts for every cover, so it really makes it very economical when you compare it to pocket diapers or all-in-ones. Then when this insert gets wet, you just snap it out and replace it with a clean one. If the insert's just wet, you can probably reuse the cover 2 or 3 times, as long as the cover's not really unpleasantly wet. If the insert is soiled, you're going to want to check your cover and make sure that your cover is still clean. If your cover is soiled, of course, you're going to need to wash the cover as well. This Econo Pad does cover the inside of the diaper pretty well. It's not elasticized, so it won't contain messes. It does cover the wipe clean surface in the middle pretty well, so there's not going to be a lot of that slippery laminate that comes into contact with your baby's skin. Another option for using this cover is the O-Pad, the Otter Babies O-Pad. The O-Pad is just an elasticized microfleece sleeve. It's one size. It has a panel of natural fiber fabric in the middle. You can also choose the option of having a microfleece stay dry layer in the middle. The natural fiber fabric is a good choice if you're trying to keep natural fiber fabrics against your baby's skin. If your baby has a sensitivity to synthetics, it's a good option. The O-Pad has microfleece on the sides, and that provides a moisture barrier, especially at the leg area where leaks tend to happen. And it's elasticized, and that really helps contain the messes to within the O-Pad so that your covers can stay clean. The other nice thing about the O-Pad is that it's quite absorbent. You can choose either the day pad or the night O-Pad. The day pad has 2 doublers, absorbent fleece doublers inside. These are bamboo fleece and hemp fleece doublers, and it's just a single piece of fabric that's doubled over. And you want to pull these pieces out when you wash your insert, and then reach your hand in when the insert's been washed and dried, and you can pull the inserts back in and use them again. The O-Pad is also useful because it's stuffable. It's open at both ends. So if you want to make it more absorbent for nighttime, you can add a doubler just by sliding in a doubler, and that keeps the doubler in place without shifting or bunching. And then you can snap that O-Pad in. The O-Pad is also more absorbent at one end than the other. There's more fabric in these layers at the front, and that just allows you to orient the O-Pad in whichever orientation is most useful for your baby's absorbency needs. So if you have a baby that wets in front, you're going to want to snap the more absorbent end into the front. If you have a baby that lays on their back most of the time, like little babies do, then you're going to want to snap in the more absorbent end to the back, so that that's where the wetness is going to go.